What's going on, everybody? This is Ryan A. Polk with the wrap up and Saw Knives Out. And this movie has an assembled cast where we got actors such as Christopher Plummer, Lakeith Stanfield, Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, and Jamie Lee Curtis. This movie is directed by Rian Johnson, who had directed the Last Jedi, where I was a fan of that movie. I mean, that movie did have like some mixed reviews. Some people didn't like it, some people did, but I was one of the ones who did like it. However, for this movie of his, so this is one of those whodunit cases of a movie, because you got Christopher Plummer. His character is celebrating his birthday. Then he turns up dead, and everybody who was in attendance to this party is a prime suspect. So yeah, whodunit, and that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to see it, because I like mystery movies, and those movies and I be trying, whenever I'm watching those movies, I really be trying to figure it out before before the killer is revealed or the mystery is cracked and solved. But this was one of those movies where it was way too long for no reason. I mean, I felt like this movie was like damn near 3 hours long almost. I mean, I'm not going to even lie. It was some scenes throughout the movie, some scenes just made me feel like that, okay, this could have been like a deleted scene. And I was almost getting ready, man, to catch a few Z's before finishing. Well, I ain't gonna say before finishing, but yeah, while watching this movie. And this was also my off day of work, and here I was getting ready to catch some extra Z's almost. But I stayed up through it. It was interesting. I mean, it wasn't predictable, and it is kind of a shocker, but it was just one of those movies where, like, okay, I mean, why did they have to add all this? Because, like, seriously, I mean, if you haven't seen it, and when you do watch it, you'll be like, okay, why they add this part in? This part could have been out. I mean, I feel like this movie would have met to my expectations more if it was shorter and not so damn long, like a real life case that goes on. It's like I felt like I was watching a case that was going cold for years while watching Knives Out. But as far as for the cast, with their acting, this was a good cast pick, and everybody did good, and the casting was good. It was a good assembled cast movie, and I do like the characters that were in this movie. But I mean, just how the flow of the movie, yeah, that kind of had just made me like less interested in. And I was just sitting there just like, oh my goodness, okay, will they just hurry up, man? Will they just hurry up and find out who done it? Because yes, man, I'm ready to go. So Knives Out is, I ain't gonna say that like Knives Out was probably the worst movie of 2019. However, it is not the best movie of 2019, and also I think that Knives Out. I mean, if you're a fan of like those mystery movies and whodunit movies, then you may like it, or it may not meet your expectations. Personally, I think it might not meet your expectations, because I like movies like that, and I know that like a few people who had said that when they had seen that movie, they said that yeah, they wasn't really too fond of how the movie went either, but it was some good twists to it. I'm not going to spoil that because it's not what I do. And concluding with this, should you wait for it to come to the Redbox, or should you pay to go see it? If this movie is still playing in theaters in your city, just wait for that to come to the Redbox. It'll definitely be worth saving your money to just wait and pay like $1, whatever it is, at the Redbox. For Knives Out, I give Knives Out a I give it a B. I give it a B only because I did like How to Way of the few twists and with the casting. And out of 5 stars, I give Knives Out 2.5 out of 5 stars. And until then, this is Ryan A. Polk with the wrap up, signing off.